Well, it's hard for other people to relate to this idea that you want more money. You know, you're talking about regular people, and you're saying this thing, even though it is yours.
Money is
hard for people.
Money is, if you look at life, anything in life, through the framework of money, you'll miss most of the picture.
Yeah.
And you know, in business, especially at this stage in our careers, you realize through the years, people play incentives. You know what I mean? That if they're incentivized a certain way, then that's the way they're going to behave. So what they want is never really surprising. How they get there is where all the surprises are. So I feel like I can forgive somebody for playing an incentive. It's disappointing, but what was so remarkable when I walked away from the show, right, is that it was against incentive. So people couldn't understand it at the time. It was so much money. How could you do that? And blah, blah, blah. But you know, if I had taken that money and finished the show, I would have got the money, but I might never have been the same.
I think it was one of the most gangster moves in the history of entertainment.
Well,
and it made you a legend. And the fact that you then started doing shows like, I heard like Dave's doing a show in the park in Seattle. He's got like a box. He pulls out a speaker and just starts doing stand-up.
That was in Portland, yeah. Because in that sense, it was freeing.
Yeah.
Something about, you know, I was geared a certain way growing up because I wanted to make it in show business. And boy, that shit fell all the way apart. And as far as I knew, my career was over. So where do you go from there?
Yeah, but your career wasn't over. You just decided you were going to just sort of lay back for a while.
In hindsight, yeah. But when it was happening,
you really felt like it was over.
I'd never seen these things before.
Right.
I didn't see anyone else do this and get back up. I didn't see, you know, and the drum beat is he's crazy, he smokes crack, he's this, he's that.
Yeah.
It was a wild experience. The way people close to you react to it, like I had failed or I'd ruined my life. You know, and then you know, when you're cold, that phone don't ring that often.
Right.
And then I had over a decade of sitting in that choice, but I didn't languish in just that experience. I started doing stand-up for much better reasons than making it. I still enjoyed it. I started seeing the places where I was performing. Normally when you're like successful in comedy, you know, you get off the plane or the bus, you do the hit, you go back to the hotel, you get back on the bus, you don't really see anything. You don't really, like even now, like this last run we did here in Austin, and we was here for weeks. And then I got to see Austin. I got to find restaurants I like. I met people that I probably called because I'm in town, stuff like that. And it was like that all over the world, not just the country. I started going around and just seeing the world. I got overwhelmed with this idea that none of my information was firsthand. I just read it in books or heard it from friends, and I was eager to just see something for myself. And I kind of entrenched this philosophy that my memories are some of the most valuable things that I have. These firsthand experiences. Can't take that away from if I reminisce on a nice day, then you know it feeds you. Remembering something is neurologically almost identical, I've read, to experiencing it. Any information is valuable. I call it expensive knowledge, right? It's like your buddy that's a war veteran or something. You don't want to know the shit he knows if you knew what he had to do to know these things. That's what they call expensive knowledge. I would not recommend quitting your show the way I did.
Yeah.
If you can avoid it.
Yeah. But the way you did it was so cool. Because, you know, you kind of drifted off.
I promise I wasn't trying to be cool. It was a series of troubleshooting. It's just like, fuck it, man. Like, what are you gonna do? You gotta whatever you go through, you gotta live. You gotta make a way and find your happiness. And you know, I'm lucky. I'm in show business, which is a pretty it's a multi-dimensional career path. This thing could go a lot of ways.
Yeah. Especially today.
Oh my God! Yeah,
so strange.
Yeah, and another time would I have ever gotten that money? I don't think so.
No, because there would have been no social media, no pressure.
Right, no dropping specials on the gram, no no comment section, no MoveOn.org, no.
And if you had gone to say like the Tonight Show and made a pitch like that, they probably wouldn't have even aired it.
No, of course not. I had a gripe with someone that owned the 6 of the media.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Tell the media on them? It's never gonna work.
Right. They would definitely edit that part out. Be like, why is Dave's section only 4 minutes long?
Yeah, edit it, spin it, whatever it is they do. But
yeah.
But again, all parties involved. I thought in repairing that situation, and I don't want to go all into what those conversations were like, other than to say, and this is not like I'm just happy because they paid me. It was class act. It was like,
that's beautiful.
It really was. It wasn't. It was very encouraging.
That is very encouraging.
I think that coming up behind us, these kids are going to be playing in a whole new ball game than we did.
Catch new episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience for free only on Spotify. Watch back catalog JRE videos on Spotify, including clips. Easily, seamlessly switch between video and audio experience. On Spotify, you can listen to the JRE in the background while using other apps and can download episodes to save on data costs, all for free. Spotify is absolutely free. You don't have to have a premium account to watch new JRE episodes. You just need to search for the JRE on your Spotify app. Go to Spotify now to get this full episode of the Joe Rogan Experience.